Welcome back in, folks. We have reached the grand final stage in our Kick COVID-19 tournament weekend. Me, Kevin Egan, alongside Melissa Ortiz. Jimmy Conrad. Conrad has had a change of strip yet again, folks. Love it.
I've got a lot of La Liga jerseys. I love the league. It's the best league in the world. So I got a lot of them. That's all I'm going to say.
And you're showing a lot of love right now to Alvaro Morata and to Chad Ochocinco. Knocked out a little bit earlier on by Villarreal. Villarreal, the Yellow Submarines, in the grand final now with Pau Torres and John Collins doing the business. They will face Real Sociedad in the big final. Real Sociedad scoring for fun right now with 14 goals, 7 in each game. With Isak. Looking forward to this one. Phil Shane, great to have you back in the commentary booth. All set for the big final. This is bigger than any Classico you've ever had, Phil.
It would be up there, and maybe one of the higher scoring ones too. Although, look at the other side. This is going to be really interesting because you talk about Pau Torres and how he's run away in the first legs and how Ali Long has just blown the door off in the second legs. So I think that puts the pressure on Alexander Isak and John Collins. And the one advantage that might be for Real Sociedad, though, is say they balance each other out, it's going to be Ali Long in the seat for the golden goal. So I think maybe that first leg.
That's a great point. And when it comes to the golden boot or the golden shoe in this competition so far, you've got Pau Torres on 10 goals, Ali Long chasing him on 9 goals. And then you look at has 5, and John Collins maybe needs to step it up here a little bit, Melissa. He's sitting on 2.
That is right. My fellow Cardinal Newman alum definitely needs to, in fact, step it up. You know, starting from the get-go with the tie against Lisa Zamuch, the freestyler, of course, who played a great game. John Collins, I think the pressure is going to be on him for this final round. The other 3 players that I think he a little bit has to draw that stronger lift, that push up for the victory. I mean, we saw it from DeAndre Hopkins. So I got my party hat. I brought the party hat to the game. It's hard, but I'm ready.
Oh, it suits you. It suits you. Hey, Jimmy, this is kind of the final that we really dreamed of, isn't it? When we saw all teams play yesterday, I think this was the one that we highlighted and said, if we could get a Villarreal Real Sociedad final with these stars on show, this is the juicy matchup.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the cream rises to the top in a lot of different things, and they've shown their quality and class in this competition. I wouldn't sleep on John Collins, though. I really feel like chips, and that's how he plays it. He plays defense first, and he looks to hit you on the counters with the through balls. If Allie's been paying attention, and I'm sure she has been, if she can somehow figure out how to. But yeah, this is going to be an exciting affair. I don't have a hat, and I don't have a onesie, but I do have a lot of Liga jerseys to show my excitement. So I'm very excited for this final.
One more hour to go, Kevin. One more hour to go for people to donate. So hopefully they're entertained. Hopefully they're enjoying themselves. Hopefully they're learning a few more R3 tricks. Still have that donation button that's live, so keep the money coming in.
That's it. Keep it coming in down the bottom right-hand side of your screen. Wonderful to surpass the $10,000 mark, but keep it going if we can. All in that battle against COVID-19. We are raising money for feeding America. I'm proud to be doing so. Looking at this one, Ali Long, I think she's been quite humble in a lot of ways. Yes, she's shouting Vamos and she's getting animated and into the games, but very humble when we compliment her. And she's the one saying that, well, I don't want to trail, so Alexander Isak, if you can keep going first, that'd be great, and keep doing me a favor like you're doing. But she doesn't need any help right now. Ali Long is phenomenal at FIFA, and she's blowing her opponents away so far.
Well, and it's not even the humble brag. There's a little bit of bragging in there. Melissa, you face this as well. This is the finest for a generation. And it's more than just women's game. I mean, earlier on in her career, sneaking into gyms, into men's futsal leagues with money on the line and coming out as one of the MVPs. So she's used to going up against the guy.
Melissa, do you remember those days?
Oh, absolutely. Sorry, I got a cut. Absolutely. And it's funny that you mentioned that about Ali. that money is on the line. That grit is on the line. And I've kind of gotten those offers here and there over the past, year and a half that I've moved here. It's hilarious. I didn't know that existed until that happened. Then I heard Ali used to do that, which is hardcore and also amazing. But to speak about that, I mentioned this yesterday. There's not many women FIFA players, there are in the public as well. And for her to do this, it's really a great motivation for young girls also to start getting involved into gaming. And the fact that she's made it to the final and she's absolutely bossed these games is awesome. And it also makes me, I tweeted her earlier, I'm like, yo, when are we getting? But I think all in all, this is a great initiative as well to start to get girls more involved into the gaming side of things.
Well said. And Jimmy, know that we haven't really seen it.
Hold on. I got to jump in there with Melissa. I don't think you're ready for Ali Long. You think you're ready, but she's very good. And we called it the shoe, golden boot, whatever it is. It's the golden controller. She is going to be, I think, having that at the end of the day, because I think Alexander's going to do a pretty good job on Pile. But anyway, go ahead, Kevin. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to rudely interrupt you.
No, you didn't at all, bud. I'll have the folks standing by, though. Our first pre-game interview, and Melissa, I believe, standing by right now, we have Team Fíoreal. So, Pau Torres, John Collins. John Collins from your old... I have to ask you first if you're there right now, and yes, you are. There's that big smile. John Collins is changing jerseys, too. Rocking the Ajax kit. Love it, John. And hey, John, you're all smiles right now, but we've been looking at your... And you've got a scoring. Pau's putting them away. You've just got 2 goals to your name so far in your 2 games. We're looking at you here big time in the final.
Yeah, like I said before, I rely on defense a lot. So make the most out of my counter-attacking possessions and defend my butt off like I've been doing and try to give my boy Pau that solid defender as he goes out there and scores a bunch of goals.
And is it a good thing for you psychologically that you're going second in the final, or would you rather go first?
It doesn't really matter to me, but it's nice to have a tone setter like Pau who's able to come out and just give everybody an explosion of goals. It gives me a little bit of ease, so hopefully going into the final match, he can make some more magic.
And finally, you're going up against Ali Long, who's scoring for fun, 9 goals so far. How do you...
Same thing I've been doing. Try to keep that hard-nosed defensive mindset, defense, and make it tough for her, and also put the attack back on her, make her.
All right, good stuff, buddy. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Now, we stopped asking him questions. I just wanted to highlight this from the high school days. I don't know if you see this. All right, there's John back at my high school.
She pulled up my boy.
At our high school.
Okay, shouts out to my guys, Dan Lewis, and shouts out to my guys, Adam Lapicus, who are in those photos.
Yes, and that's me right there sporting that Cardinal Newman High School gear. So I just wanted to bring back our memories back to life. But over to Pau Torres. I'm going to ask a question first in English. It was a great game that was played. He is, of course, the leading scorer of the tournament. I want to ask him, what is his mindset now, just a few minutes before kickoff? Ahora llegaste a la gran final, Pau. Eres también el goleador del torneo. ¿Qué piensas ahora, falta final?
Bueno, pues será el partido más difícil sin duda, porque si Saka ha llegado también hasta aquí es porque se lo merece y esperemos estar a la altura.
Pau says that it's been a journey. Isaac as well has played really great to advance to the final. So it's going to be a great matchup and a good game. Pau, los dos les gustan jugar supremamente ofensivo, pero supremamente, y lo han notado por los goles que han metido. ¿Cuál va a ser tu plan para enfrentar Real Sociedad?
Intentar tontos y nada, aprovecharlas.
So I asked Pau, that they are supremely offensive in their game tactics. They love to score goals, as we've seen so far. Likewise as Pal. But what is his plan going to be now facing off Real Sociedad? And he said to avoid any errors and, of course, to win.
Great stuff, guys. Well, best of luck. Wonderful to hear from you. Go and get yourselves ready for Real Sociedad. Thanks for the time. There you see it, Jimmy. They're all smiles again. Their confidence hasn't wavered at all. And I don't still sticking with Ali Long and Isak, Jimmy, but I'm going to go with Villarreal in this.
Favorites going into this one, but I got to go with Ali Long. I know you didn't ask for a prediction, but I'm still giving it to you.
And Melissa, Ali Long goes all out attack, and John Collins said there that he's a defensive guy. He's going to try and thwart that attack, and let's see whether she can get past him.
What's up, Ali? What's up, Alex? All right, guys, ready for the gran final, as we say. We've obviously seen a ton of goals from you so far. Opponent John Collins, and he hasn't been efficient on the goal scoring side strength, as he said, throughout this whole entire tournament. So for you, what will be your tactic now facing off against Villarreal?
Just be patient. I think that the game will open up. I think that I can early, and then he'll have to come out of that attack, that defensive block. Sorry, but I respect. If he has an Ajax jersey, Frankie De Jong is one of my fans. So, and Ajax, of course, is the program. So I respect him already. Let's go.
I love it. We obviously the camera scoring celebrations. Previously, in one of the Atletico Madrid matchups, Alvaro Morata scored a goal, and he did his own goal celebration that his player did in the virtual game. He did it in the camera. Are we going to see that from you today? Are there any goal celebrations in your book?
I don't know. We'll see. Alex has been the leading goal. His favorite move is to do when he scores.
What is it,
you guys
Alex?
are going to have to chat about it.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know.
What do you do when you score?
I don't have a special like I have to come up with something, but you just any button and let's see what happens.
Millions and millions to your brand. You something out.
Yeah. Hopefully I have some time to figure that out, but I need to do that, yeah.
I like his
hey, quick one for you, Alex.
Quiet.
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Unassuming over there, Isak. And hey, Alex, you're going up against Pau Torres now, who's scoring for fun. And you've had battles against Pau, obviously in La Liga, him being a centre-back, you being a striker. This match up against a brilliant player in Pau Torres.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be to the final. And obviously, I don't know like how tough the other side was. Maybe it was best, but and I'm very looking forward very much to the final.
And if you guys get a choreographed celebration between the two of you guys, Ali Long and Alex Isak from the other sides of the world,
I'm just gonna say ole, 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 ole. Ole.
Wait, how about this, Kev? I believe in the last I believe in the last game we told Demarius and posted on social media and tag Ali. So Ali, and he's like, if you guys win, you guys gonna do your goal sellies together and then post.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Love it.
Deal.
All for great cause, guys. Both. You're both absolute rock stars, and we were doing this all weekend. It's been truly magnificent, and you've put on a show this weekend. Best of luck against Villarreal in this.
I'm Vamos.
Oh, vamos. I don't want that to go away. I want this tournament to go. The big final is set to get underway now in mere moments. We're going to start it, as always, Phil Shane, with the La Liga matchup of Pau Torres against Alex Isak, a matchup that you're used to calling on the real pitch with those two warriors going up against each other. And Isak's been the main man, really.
He's been up there along with Odegaard and company, and I'm excited. This is the first time I've got a chance to cover Sociedad in this tournament and to watch, I guess, Alexander and Alexandra the Great, the way that they've been playing. But in real life, Villarreal, Real Sociedad, they might not have those superstars that some of the big three do, but they are two of the most fun teams to watch.
This is it, guys. The grand final, Villarreal against Real Sociedad. Continue to contribute, if you can, for Feeding America. Wonderful with Kick COVID-19. It's Sunday afternoon here in America. Wherever the action it is, Pau Torres taking on Alex Isak, Phil Shane, Jimmy Conrad.
And as you can see, the ball already rolling. The yellow left to the right, and that white and blue of Real Sociedad trying to defend the goal towards the right. Ball right at the edge of the 6 and tackled across the goal line. This one with some early pressure on the yellow submarine. What can they do from the course? Punched clear and out into the midfield. Top of the 18, and La Real coming away with it.
For this one, Phil, for me, these are the two best FIFA players on the La Liga side. Very consistent. They score. You can see their savvy and their quality when they get going in this game. So I'm excited to try to break each other down.
Rolled into the middle. Isak putting it into the box on the overlap. Gets it back. Kick save. Asenjo. That one bouncing through and just trickles across. Get the goal on the first, but on the corner they will.
ألكسندر إيزاك يتمكن من تسجيل الهدف الأول. الكرة ترتطم بالقائم ثم تعود من العارضة في المباراة لمصلحة ريال سوسيداد في لقاء الذهاب من هذا النهائي. كرة لفريق فياريال إلى وسط الميدان، تمشي باتجاه كاستيخ، ولكن متابعة من دفاعات فريق ريال سوسيداد. بكرة تنتقل لألكسندر إيزاك المؤلق يمكن فريقه من التأهل. تعود كرة إلى أوديغارد، لكن يتفوق الدفاع مجددا. تسديدة والحارس المكسي، حارس مرمى فياريال فسينخو يتدخل. تمشي كرة الآن في لقاء الذهاب من هذا النهائي الذي يجمع فياريال وريال سوسيداد. كرة من الوسط في المحاولة، تمشي بلمسة إلى الهجوم لمصلحة فريق فياريال. تستخلص كرة لفريق ريال سوسيداد، الفريق الباسكي المتألق. سوسيداد الذي تفوق على فالنسيا في دور نصف النهائي، بينما فياريال تجاوز عقبة أتلتيكو مدريد بامتياز. كرة خطيرة جدا لريال سوسيداد والتسديدة والحارس. حارس المرمى متألق، حارس مرمى فياريال سينخو أنقذ مرماه ببراعة. تخرج كرة طويلة بعيدة والمتابعة تستمر الآن لمصلحة فياريال. انطلاقة يسرى لمورينو، انطلاقة زامبو أنغبويسا الكاميروني. أنغبويسا يحاول بلمسة داخل منطقة الجزاء لمورينو، خطيرة هذه الكرة ولكن التسلل. يقول حكم المباراة موريال من جانب سوسيداد. يستلم كرة موريال مع ألكسندر إيزاك، مباراة سويدي. إيزاك كرة بينية باتجاه أويارزابال جوزي. هذه كرة داخل منطقة الجزاء، فرصة للتسديد على المرمى، ولكن ضاعت هذه الكرة لوجود وضعية تسلل. يقول حكم المباراة وطريس ماريو غاسبار برونو توريس مع مورينو. انطلاقة من وسط الميدان، محاولة أخرى لكازورلا. فياريال يحاول، لكن مقطوعة الكرة الآن باتجاه ريال سوسيداد. ألكسندر إيزاك مع ماريو غاسبار، خطير. والهدف الثاني، هدف ثاني الآن لفريق ريال سوسيداد. كرة في الشباك ببراعة، هدف ثاني إذا لمصلحة فريق ريال سوسيداد عن طريق روزي. يضع كرة بمرمى بسهولة، وليزي البرازيل جل الهدف الثاني لفريق ريال سوسيداد. فريق باسكي فعلا يقدم كرة متميزة وكرة رائعة تمشي مرة أخرى. نصف ساعة زمن وأكثر، هدفان لريال سوسيداد في ملعب السيراميكا، ملعب فياريال الجديد. كان عنده ملعبه السابق مادريغال. كرة لفريق فياريال، ماريو غاسبار، مورينو، برونو، مورينو. كرة 1-2 خدوهات، فرصة فياريال لتسجيل هدف تقليص الفارق، لكن ارتدت هجمة لإيزاك بمهارات يلعب جوزي. خطيرة هذه المحاولة مرة أخرى، هدف ثالث، ولكن حارس المرمى سينخو يتألق. سينخو يتألق من جانب فريق فياريال ويبعد كرة جدا. كازولا يطلب كرة، حارس المرمى، حارس مرمى ريال سوسيداد يخرج ويلتقط هذه الكرة. إذن محاولة من جديد في هذه الكرة لراميريز. أوديغارد ينوزي، إيزاك ضيع كرة عادت لباكو الكثير. دقائق معدودة ينتهي هذا الشوط من مباراة النهائي. في هذا النهائي في السيراميكا، ملعب فياريال، ركنية لفريق الرياض. الفريق المتألق مسجل هدفين، كرة فعلا في غاية الخطورة لكن ضاعت لأسينخو. تمشي كن سوف تأتي صافرة نهاية هذا الشوط الأول لتقدم ريال سوسيداد في النتيجة خصمه في تحدي البلاي من سبب فيروس كورونا، وبالتالي لجأ لهذه اللعبة الإلكترونية لإرضاء شغف الجميع بكرة القدم. إذن كرة تعود والصافرة تأتي الآن تقدم ريال سوسيداد بهدفين نظيفين على ملعب السيراميكا وأمام فياريال. إذن بداية هذا الشوط الثاني من مباراة ريال سوسيداد الضيف على ملعب فياريال، مباراة هذا النهائي. هدفان نظيفان في الشوط الأول. ريال سوسيداد المتألق ألكسندر إيزاك وكذلك ويليان جوزي. عود كرة الآن في الوسط، محاولة لفريق ريال سوسيداد. أوديغارد لاعب طبعا ريال، إنه يلعب في شكل إعارة لفرق مختلفة. أوديغارد، كرة تنتقل إلى ألكسندر إيزاك، خطيرة جدا هذه الفرصة داخل منطقة الجزاء. يتابع الدفاع سينخو وإلى وسط الميدان لفياريال. هجمة سريعة لفياريال، يحاول فريق فياريال تسديل الفارق، ومن ثم التفكير في التعادل. سانتي كازورلا لإدراك التعادل، وينبغي لها دفاع. ريال سوسيداد ببراعة تخرج هذه اللمسة إلى الهجوم، وهذه الكرة التي تجد الدفاع في المكان المناسب. يورينتي، اوديغار، وليان جوزي يستلم، سجل الهدف الثاني وليان جوزي في الشوط الأول. عدنان يانوزاي، فتى البلجيكي اللاعب السابق لنادي مانشستر. كرة إلى الوسط، عادت لسرعة، ضيعها كازولا، عادت لانغويسا. فياريال تعلق فعلا فياريال بصفوف أمام أتلتيكو. لن تمر كرة إلى خارج أرضية، تمس سوسيداد. ربع ساعة يكاد ينقضي من هذا الشوط الثاني. كرة إلى الوسط، عدنان يانوزاي، كرة سريعة لفياريال. أونتيفيروس، زامبو أغويسا، خلوهات مع ماريو جاسبار. كرة خطيرة الآن وفرصة فياريال، ولكن الدفاع ممتاز بعودة عدنان يانوزاي للاستلام مع وليان جوزي. إيزاك ينطلق سريع ومتميز، محاول أن تجاوز الدفاع. فعلا دفاع فياريال يوقف هذه الهجمة. طبعا ذكر بأن بوتوريس لعبة فياريال، والكسندر إيزاك هو الذي يقود فريق ريال سوسيداد، لأنه متألق ريال ألكسندر إيزاك في البلاي ستيشن. إذا كرة من وسط الميدان، يعني لم يخسر ولو مباراة واحدة. لا الذهاب أمام فالنسيا ولا العودة أمام فالنسيا أيضا، وها هو متقدم في نتيجة تسديدة وحارس المرمى فعلا بارع. طبعا وقت لإجراء التعديلات والتغييرات، يجري بعض التعديلات والتغييرات. بوتوريس والكسندر إيزاك يحتاج دعم هجومي فريق ريال. إذا هذه ركنية لفياريال الآن، تلف وتدور رأسية ولكن إلى خارج أرضية الميدان. كولومبي كارلوس باكا أخطأ المرمى. شوكويزي نيجيري يسجل حضوره. اوديغارد، وليان جوزي، إيزاك يستلم، يلف في دور الكرة لعدنان يانوزاي. كانت التسديد على المرمى، ماريو جاسبار يتدخل. سانتي كازورلا، وكرة في هجوم فياريال. يحتاج كرة مرة أخرى، نحاول من خلالها سوسيداد. وليان جوزي، ألكسندر إيزاك، زويا في ملاقاة قميص. اوديغارد، فرصة بكرة خطيرة جدا. كانت كرة لفريق ريال سوسيداد لإضافة أهداف أخرى، إضافة هدف ثالث. قاتل كرة بينية، وباكا يذلل الفريق. باكا كالوكا فعلا يذلل الفريق، أو زامبو أغويسا هو الذي ذلل الفريق لفريق فياريال. أنغويسا الكاميروني يصل إلى مرمى ريال سوسيداد وتصبح النتيجة هدفان. هدف بينما يحاول وليان جوزي فياريال يملك فرصة التعادل. انطلاقة زامبونج وكرة طويلة إلى الهجوم في وجود كارلوس باكا. خطيرة المحاولة مرة أخرى. هنا التحضير والخمس دقائق الأخيرة من اللقاء. هذه فرصة والتسديدة، ولكن يتدخل هذه الهجمة لفريق ريال سوسيداد. إيزاك استخلاص كرة ممتاز متميز، فوجئ بهدفين. يقود دفة فياريال. كرة بينية لكن يستعيدها الدفاع مجددا. نلعب الوقت. مباراة اقتربت من نهايتها. الوقت بدل كرة لفريق ريال لتعادل في الشطر النهائي الأول. يبدو بأن الشطر الأول سوف ينتهي. ريال يخسر المعركة الأولى على ملعبه فعلا. هدف لفياريال، هدفان لريال سوسيداد. نلتقي في اللقاء الثاني للنهائي إن شاء الله.
He's got it in his bag for sure. Now it's just a matter of whether we're going to see peak Ali Long, which I expect. But if he can somehow nullify and frustrate her a little bit early on and get that goal first, it really changed the whole complexion of everything else, by Alexander in particular.
And Kevin, kind of playing off of that, John Collins, a guy who admits defense for Ali Long's not going to need to be pushing forward if this score holds. Kevin?
That is exactly it. For the third straight game, Ali Long has been handed a huge matchup. Now she'll take a lead thanks to Alexander Isak, maybe surprising some people here who clawed one goal back. And Melissa, I just wonder how important that one goal will be and what sort of a response we'll see from John Collins.
That one goal lead means right now in a better position, of course, but at the same time, you can be with a one goal lead. It's an easy to bounce back from that. So for Ali, she needs to keep doing exactly what she was doing, and that's on her attacking strength, of course, and that is trying to break through that John Collins defensive strength.
Now, I know, Jimmy, you were a defender, so you as a player rather than the individual results, but you can be sure Ali here.
She could, and I'm sure she's licking her chops to not only be helping being overall with Alexander, but of course being the star MVP. She's different, but I think she needs to take it for her own because she's been excellent, and now she has one last.
Yeah, most certainly. One final push here, guys, as well. We've got one game to go, and a reminder, Feeding America, that is the goal. We've surpassed our goal of $10,000, but let's keep it going. The link on the bottom right-hand side, continue to donate if you can afford to do so. We hope you and yours are well, wherever you're watching from around the world. So from the guys that were just involved in that game, the post-match.
Thank you, Kev. Hola, chicos. Qué gran partido. So what a great game that we just saw. Fourth time. My first question is for Pau. La puerta en la primera mitad. ¿Qué fue lo más difícil que se te línea defensiva de Sociedad?
Isaac presionaba muy bien y bueno, me costó entrar en el partido y fallaba muchos pases al principio y después la segunda sí que fue un poco mejor, pero bueno. Hemos conseguido recortar distancias y se puede estar cerquita de ganar y confiaremos en él.
I asked Pau, what was the most challenging part of trying to break that defensive line of Real Sociedad? Because he didn't have any shots on goal in the first half. And his response was that it was challenging. He couldn't get that rhythm or get that breakthrough, especially in that first half. But that he has all the confidence in John to hopefully win the final. Question for Pau, of course, is ¿fue tu plan en tratar de cambiar el juego tratando de ganar la Real Sociedad?
A ver si Vaca entraba otra vez con gol, la tuvo ahí de cabeza, nada más entró en un córner, de fresca por las bandas para atacar más. Al final hemos conseguido recortar un gol de distancia y bueno, se ha hecho lo que se ha podido y hemos pasado un buen rato.
I asked Pau what was his plan when he made those substitute changes in the second half, and he said, of course, once again he made the change with Vaca and a chance in front of the net with the header. But the good thing is that he so now it's 2-1, and now at least it gives them a fighting chance going leg.
Yeah, Paul, you've been fantastic all tournament, so thank you for participating. Now, Alexander, goal lead. You let him sneak back in and get that goal, which could be pretty vital for leg 2.
Yeah, I know. 2 early goals, and yeah, I was on top. I played like very high pressure, and yeah, it worked good. Second half, maybe I invited him into the game a bit more, and yeah, he came back a bit. But overall, I felt like I had quite good control, and maybe this game was my best defense. I could have scored more offensively, but yeah, we managed to get the win.
This is the 3rd game in a row now that you've gagged. Do you believe in your teammate to finish it off? Because she's been excellent this whole time.
What I've seen so far, I feel like she already won the game. So, like, I believe.
All right. Well, we appreciate you participating as well, and hope for the best for the second leg. Thank you, guys. We're going to throw it back to Kevin.
Thank you.
2 absolute gentlemen, and Alex, Isak, Phil, and I know you for sure look forward to seeing again back on the pitch.
Absolutely, for club and something I want to point out as well. And I know we've talked to some of the last couple about the personal struggles that have been going on directly with them and in their areas. They're expressing the fun that they're having is contagious, and so in money for a very good cause, also a chance to hopefully raise spirits, and I think that they've been fantastic.
Very well said, Phil Shane. Now, the one thing that stood out to me from that interview, the fact that Alex Isak said, for me, the game is already won. He's been so humble throughout this entire turn. Comment stands out the most, and you can be sure John Collins is sitting there licking his. What did he do?
Well, I think if anything, it's given John Collins less. Might be to win at this point. Ali Long has been so good, so I don't know. I mean, Ali is there an expectation, so this is not new to her. But yeah, the stakes in a certain way, and John Collins like bulletin board material.
2 goals for Ali Long would see her equal. 3 goals would see her take home the golden boot. Let me just go down the line one final time before our Melissa. Can you, yes or no answer, can you see John Collins overturn this title?
This is a hard answer, but wait. This is a hard answer, but I'm champion, and I have to support my boy from the 561 from West Palm Beach. Alan, of course, but I got to support the hometown grown player.
Well, you're changing your picks. I thought you were going to stick with your girl Ali, and now you're changing out for your school friend.
I know. And during this past interview right now, I was like, what am I going to say? Like, I am stuck for Ali Long. Believe me, she needs to win. But it's like, gosh, he's from West Palm Beach, Florida, and not only that, the same high school. You guys saw the pictures. We have a connection, you guys. And I gotta give it to him. I'm going with the underdog.
Well, I don't think she has a connection with Ali Long anymore. No. Exactly. I think she's cut her connection with Ali Long, Melissa. Wow, that was quite a flip. I did not see that coming. I respect John Collins. He's got cool initials like I do. JC's for life. But that doesn't mean I'm going to switch, and I love that he plays defense first. I'm a defender. I get it. I love what he's about. I would probably play very similarly to how he plays. But you can't go against She wins trophies. She knows how to win trophies. She's a winner. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Ali Long, all day, every day. Thanks for having me. Don't forget to tip your waitresses and donate to Feeding America. Let's go.
I saw there was Melissa Ortiz, the cafetero. The yellow colors there in the cafetero coming out there, ditching Ali Long for John Collins.
Yeah.
Well, also, she's right. You got to stick with your homeboy. But at the same point, you can take the girl off the island. You can't take the island out of the girl. And I have a feeling Ali Long has a few special things in store for John Collins before this one is over.
Guys, we're getting the game set up. We'll just be a moment in doing so. But while we have a little opportunity here, what stood out for the three of you from the last couple of days working to raise money for Feeding America with La Liga Uninterrupted and Women's ICC? It's been special to play a part alongside you three, as well as Mark Brown, obviously, as well. Melissa, what stood out to you?
I think one of the most things that stood out to me was, one, kind of like what Phil said before, just seeing how these guys are human beings. They're superstars on the soccer field, of course, but to see them at home, in their onesies, perhaps, or in party hats like I just broke out, it's been awesome to actually see that. And it's times like these that we're able to see it, but most importantly, for this cause, for Feeding America. I've also liked to see the competitiveness. You've seen those tweets from Chad Ochocinco, and then you also saw him lose after that tweet. You might see that with me right now in this final game after my previous comment. But I've loved to see the competitiveness. It goes from whether you play basketball, football, soccer, and now it's just put on right here into this screen in FIFA 20, and it's just been incredible to watch.
That's the thing, Jimmy. They come across sometimes as extremely humble, but having been a pro, that there's still that competitive streak there. And you saw that with Isak there in that final comment moments ago.
Well, I'd like to say that once I retired, that's the thing I missed the most, was competing every day. I had a chance to go out and prove myself and have to perform. And that gets tiring and stressful at times. But you don't just shut that off just because there's a little break in time. You're looking to compete. You're looking to have a reason to compete. So I'm glad FIFA 20 exists for them to do that. And so I'm glad that La Liga set up this tournament to make that happen. And that's what's been most special for me, is just to see everybody coming together to help support the greater good. I think that's what makes the game special, whether it's real or virtual. And it really speaks to the community and the strength of the community and how we look out for each other.
Yeah, it truly has been. Well said, Jimmy Conrad. And Phil, that has stood out to me too. It's looking at guys coming in from the NFL, NBA, NWSL, all coming together with La Liga as well. And folks, we have reached that time. The final match of the weekend, set to now get underway. The score, it's in favour, as of right now, to Real Sociedad after Alex Isak picked up a 2-1 win. Can Ali Long seal the deal? This is the final match, folks. Take it away, Phil Shane, Jimmy Conrad.
So it is underway, and as you can see, things getting underway rather slowly. Scoreless through the opening 10. Phil Shane alongside Jimmy Conrad. Alexander Isak putting a 2-1 lead for La Real in the opening leg. Here in the second leg, Ali Long trying to get a few more goals out of the young Swede. Now, give me an idea, if you could, Jimmy, from John Collins. He says he likes to play defensive. At what point does he need to put that through? And this one might be it. Beautiful ball out wide, trying to get the chance inside, but denied at the near post, and the rebound knocked wide. Does he have to change his game here?
No, not yet. I think in the first half he can keep going with what's worked so far, helping him grind out a few results in the first 2 games. But I really like his counterattacking game. If Ali, though, gets the early lead, I think he could struggle to try to find a way back into it. He hasn't scored very many goals. He's not as clinical in the attacking third as I'm sure he'd like to be. But he's still going to get a few chances. It's just a matter of whether he can convert.
النهائي بين ريال سوسيداد وفياريال، هدف في ملعب سيراميكا. إذا لقاء العودة في ملعب الأنوطة. هذه كرة في هذه البداية لشوكويزي، ولكن يتدخل زبيلديا. عود كرة إلى ميرينو إلى وسط الميدان في محاولة لفريق ريال سوسيداد. سوسيداد يحاول هذه الهجمة، هذا الانفراد، محاولة المرور بهذه الكرة الأخيرة، لكن الدفاع يتدخل. كرة إلى وضعية التسلل. حسينخو يلعب هذه الكرة مخالفة الغير مباشرة إلى وسط الميدان. يتقدم زامبو أنغويسا مع سانتي كازورلا. إذن كرة مستمرة فريق فياريال عن طريق سانتي كازورلا. ماكسي غوميز، مورينو من الوسط يحاول مرة أخرى، لكن لم يتم. الكرة الأخيرة فرصة وسط الميدان بالأهداف. إما أن يفوز فياريال في هذه المباراة بهدفين نظيفين ويكسب، عدا ذلك ربما ريال سوسيداد فهو المؤهل لتحقيق الفوز ولقب هذه البطولة الإلكترونية بقيادة ألكسندر إيزاك. هذه كرة عرضية، ينبغي دفاع فريق ريال سوسيداد للكرة تخرج بسلام. تقريبا 25 دقيقة من اللعب يتحرك بهذه الكرة. ويارزابال يلعب لمسة لألكسندر إيزاك. إسحاق السويدي يمر ليمرر في ثنائية مع يارزابال، ولكن بوتوريس مرة علي لونغ التي تقود ريال سوسيداد، وجون كولينز يقود فريق فياريال. كرة داخل منطقة الجزاء، الدفاع يرتبك دفاع فريق ريال سوسيداد، خرج بسلام. كرة يارزابال مع أوديغارد، تدخل الدفاع من الوسط. حاول من جديد خدوهات. كرة في هجوم فريق سوسيداد. الهدف الأول خروج أسينخو ويارزابال يضيع. يلعب بالقدم اليمنى يارزابال. انفراد يضيع يارزابال وتعود كرة مع ميرينو. محاولة إلى الهجوم لفريق الغواصات الصفراء. دقيقات على نهاية الشوط الأول، زال التعادل بالأهداف بين الجانبين. هذه كرة لفيسنتي إيبورا، لاعب سابق لنادي إشبيليا. فيسنتي إيبورا يتحرك الدفاع عن طريق مونريال أمام شوكويزي اللاعب النيجيري. شوكويزي أن يمر، تبقى النتيجة بلا أهداف. ريال سوسيداد ما زال يحاول سوبيلديا. طبعا أي هدف من الريال سوسيداد في هذه المباراة سوف يعقد من مباراة فياريال ويطالبه بالمزيد. هاي كرة خطيرة إلى الأمام لعدنان يانوزاي. أمام عرضية يانوزاي اتجاه ألكسندر إيزاك، وضعت. إذا الشوط الأول انتهى التعادل، والثاني وفرصة كبيرة لفياريال يتقدم. صافرة من حكم المباراة. وجود وضعية تسلل. كرة لا تمس بعيدة عن سانتي كازورلا. لقاء الذهاب أذكر فاز به ريال سوسيداد بهدفين هدف. لقاء العودة الآن زامبو أنغويسا من الوسط. أنغويسا يمر لكارلوس باكا الكولومبي. كارلوس باكا يحاول مرة أخرى. كارلوس باكا داخل منطقة الجزاء من فرصة ممكنة، ولكن دفاع متألق. مدافع الفرنسي لونورمو يستلم. لونورمو دفاع صلب. زوبيلديا أمام فيسنت. هذه كرة لريال سوسيداد يعني من ضايق. مرور ممتاز 3 ضد 2. هذه فرصة كبيرة لريال سوسيداد للتقدم في النتيجة. إمكانية التسديد على المرمى وهدف أول. هدف أول لريال سوسيداد. يبدو أنه أوديغارد الذي تمكن من التسجيل. فعلا ريال سوسيداد هو من سيتوج بلقب البطولة. أوديغارد النرويجي هو الذي تمكن من التسجيل. كازورلا مطالب ب3 أهداف الآن. فياريال أموره في غاية التعقيد، والآن خسر الذهاب بهدفين هدف. هذه كرة مرة أخرى تضيع. طالب بتسجيل 3 كاملة فريق لأن يتفوق في. ماريو غاس ضيع كرة زالت يغير زبال عرضية وبالرأس تخرج كرة. الآن زامبونغ فريق فياريال لتبديل الفارق أو تعديل النتيجة في هذه المباراة. تفادي الهزيمة. تابع هذه مرة أخرى. انطلاقا من المنصف. من جديد كرة سريعة لفريق ريال سوسيداد. ونيس موري، بينما فرصة لتسجيل هدف ثاني لفريق ريال سوسيداد. تبدو الأمور أسهل لتسجيل هدف ثاني لألكسندر إيزاك. الحارس يتألق. السينخو ينقذ مرمى. كرة سهلة للتسجيل. يحاول سانتي كازورلا لكن أوديغارد تخرج كرة. مخالفة لفريق ريال سوسيداد. دقائق على النهاية وهدف ثاني يأتي الآن لفريق ريال سوسيداد. هدف ثاني، تسديدة ألكسندر إيزاك على بعد دقيقات من نهاية المباراة. في الوقت يتقدم أيضا فريق ريال سوسيداد على فياريال مثلما فاز في السيراميكا. ويبدو أن كل الأمور تلوح بأن فريق الباسكي هو من سيتوج بلقب هذه البطولة الإلكترونية. هذه لفريق فياريال لكنها ضاعت في 5 دقائق على النهاية. فرصة على الجهة اليسرى، عرضية بحثا عن هدف ثالث. هو الثالث يضيع الكرة تفقد القائم أمام المرمى. ضاعت كرة ينجوزي على بيد أسينخو. إذا الأنفاس الأخيرة لهذه المباراة. كرة في الوسط، محاولة مرة أخرى لفريق ريال سوسيداد. زوبيديا، عدنان ينوزاي يأخذ الأسبقية. عدنان يلعب عرضية. عدنان ينوزاي كان أقرب لمدافع فياريال. موريال أبعدها. إذا لم يعد بإمكان فياريال أن يقلب الموازين على ريال سوسيداد مثل ما لم يفعله في ملعبه.
His way through the defense, but pouncing on it, Asenjo, and that is going to do it. Well, she's ready to pop the bubbly. And it is a big win for L'Oréal.
Yeah, a huge win and another comprehensive performance from Ali Long. She only gave up 2 goals in 3 games throughout this competition. We talk a lot about her scoring the most goals in this competition as well. She's done it on both sides of the ball. For me, the real MVP. Give her the trophy. Alexander Isaac, got to bow down to her greatness. I mean, as much as he won all 3 of his games, Ali Long really put the cherry on top of every single performance. So really well done to her and to Alexander overall, and deserved winners.
Well, again, great work by Pau Torres and John Collins until the final where they met their match. One thing as well for the young Swede, as he has been learning his ropes along the way to this year, we've seen him on the field. Also here in this E-tournament, remember, he was the one that set the stage, that put the foundation out there. Every single time, Ali Long had a lead to build off of, and boy, did she. So the victory to L'Oréal, Alexander Isak, and Ali Long, they are the great ones. Back to you, Kevin.
Anoeta will be bouncing. Phenomenal victory. Massive congratulations then to Ali Long on that win and Alexander Isak as well. Both players winning every single game that they played in. And as you rightly pointed out, Jimmy Conrad, Ali Long picking up the golden boot. And Ali is joining us right now, the final post-game chat of our Kick COVID-19 tournament this weekend, which has been such a joy to bring you and raise some valuable funds for Feeding America all weekend. And Ali, I got to jump right in there and say congratulations on the overall tournament and you picking up MVP and Golden Boot as well. Well done.
No, thank you so much. Honestly, John was so good, and I was a little nervous at first. I think once I scored, he kind of was like, he like let up a little bit once one went in, but he was good the whole time. You did a really good job.
I have a question for John. Sorry about that.
Go ahead.
John, your strength is defense, of course, and it's been strong throughout the entire tournament. At what point was Ali able to break down your defensive line? And you got to give her credit for a top-class performance. Where did you see that breakdown happen?
No, for sure. I definitely think she was attacking pretty aggressively the whole game. I was trying my best to try to stop her attack. She came at me in a bunch of different ways, some crosses. She drove right at me. She was passing the ball very well. So tough game to defend, and obviously she kept me scoreless as well. So she did her job, and tough game, tough fought game, great victory.
Thanks.
Jimmy, did you have any question? You had a question. I interrupted you.
I always have questions. Look at this face. Look at this hair. Alexander, this one's for you. Did you have any doubt about Ali's performance, who I think was fantastic? And you guys this might be a partnership you should take on the road and try to hustle money, because, I mean, you guys are really good.
Yeah, nah, she played great. I think this game, it took a bit longer for her to score, so he gave it a good match, but she managed to get the job done. And I think, as you guys say, she was like the best player of the tournament.
No.
Now, Ali, I'm going to jump in again
compare?
really quick. No, Kevin, I got to say this really quick. Sorry about that. Ali, can you just tell all the competitors here how easy this was for you? Like, this wasn't even a challenge for you whatsoever.
Stop it.
No, I can't do that. But I will say, I love the commentary. I kind of wish you guys were with me every time I played FIFA. I loved it.
So, Ali, does this eclipse winning the World Cup then?
Close. It was close.
Oh my gosh. I have a question, of course, for Pau, who's standing by right there. Pau, algunas palabras, obviamente, para tu compañero John.
Hemos llegado hasta la final, hemos hecho un gran torneo y no pasa nada. Aquí nos llevamos una amistad y un bonito recuerdo.
I love it. So, John, I asked Pau if he had any words for you, of course, and he said, no, great game. You know, he's happy to have played alongside yourself, and this is a great memory for the memory book and the start of a friendship, of course. Pau, también algunas palabras para los fans que están viendo este programa, especialmente enfocando para las donaciones para COVID-19.
Sobre todo, gracias por apoyar desde casa esta iniciativa y a toda aquella gente que ha podido colaborar. Muchísimas gracias, que con poco que se haya ayudado es un gran gesto y de todo sirve.
Pau mentions that to thank everybody who is watching, who is tuned in, also who have donated, that every little piece or I could just say grain of salt in that way counts. Everything helps as well for this donation and for the COVID-19 response fund. Gentlemen, anything else you want to say? Jimmy, Kev?
No,
I was just going to comment, Jimmy, on and one final one for me. Ali, you know, you win a World Cup, you're on that grand stage, and the whole world comes together for that tournament. And here we are now, and the whole world is coming together in a fight against COVID-19. What did it mean to be part of something where everybody around the world is watching and you can come together with someone, a teammate, on the other side of the world?
I mean, I think it has always been a dream of mine to play on like the world stage. So this is kind of, being at the World Cup and seeing all the countries, all the people, like just like supporting the game, was a feeling I'll never forget. And so being a part of this has been such an honor, and I'm so thankful that I was asked to play in this tournament. And I think it's really cool to see the connection of everybody coming together to fight this pandemic. Hopefully it can get better so we can get back to life, and I can watch Alex and Pau in real life, and John, and I could play too in real life.
Kevin, if I could ask one question about
said, Ali,
we've seen it here in these couple of days, how good you are at playing FIFA. We've seen it already on the field. Now we're seeing it on the control. And something we talked about through the weekend, through Lisa, through Melissa, just women getting into the gaming side. Already soccer coming through with the World Cup. We've seen it with the ICC women, which hopefully we'll still get a chance to see this year. I saw the ICC futures watching young Barcelona girls play like the older Barcelona men. So from a gaming perspective, is this kind of a frontier for women? I mean, you showed you can play.
Sorry, I lost you at the end of that. What was the last part?
I'm just saying, you showed you could play. So is this kind of a frontier for women?
Yeah, I think that, I got like a tweet earlier, like I've never seen a woman play before. I was like, oh, women can do everything. Like, I think it's really cool. And whether it's in the gyms in New York City when I'm playing for legit money on the line and these guys are hitting me like they would hit a guy playing futsal, or I'm playing here, I love to just kind of represent women and show that, we can do everything that guys can. And I think a lot of people still don't believe that. And, but at the same time, there's a lot of guys and a lot of people out there that know that we can. So it's really cool that I think that everyone in the game and all you guys have respected me. And that's kind of why I wanted to play too, is get some respect here on the stick.
Respect. How about that MVP and golden boot? Yeah,
Thanks,
John Collins with the hands up in the air. I love it. Guys, thank you so much for all you've done, contributing to this wonderful weekend. John, I look forward to seeing you in Atlanta, back on the court with the Hawks. Ali rocking it with the US women's national team and OL Reign. And then, of course, Pau and Alexander in La Liga Santander action. Really look forward to seeing you guys. You're all rock stars. You're all absolutely brilliant. Cheers, guys. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow. Guys, what can you say? Jimmy Conrad.
The good thing this wasn't going on. Jimmy's running out of jerseys.
Jimmy, you said it all along.
I got my U.S. jersey in honor of Ali Long. Go on, Ali.
Well played.
That's what's up.
Well played. Right, guys, that pretty much wraps it up. Phil Shane, any final thoughts before we go?
I want to thank all the people that were behind the scenes as well. I know Timo and Sebastian helping to set it up, plus the dozens of people, if not more than that, throughout from the league offices, all the people with La Liga and the ICC, and of course, Feeding America, who are doing the real work this weekend and for weeks to come. So I was glad to play a small role here. I almost feel guilty that I enjoyed myself, but it was for a great cause, and there'll still be a chance to give beyond today. So write that number down, hold on to the link, and let's all pull through this together.
Yeah, very well said, Phil, in Miami and over in San Francisco. Jimmy, any final thoughts?
I'm supposed to follow that up? Are you serious? Like, he should be walking off the stage with an Academy Award or something. I'm like teary-eyed over here. No, I want to second those thoughts. There's a lot of special people behind the scenes that are making this tournament feel so seamless. And obviously, I want to thank all the competitors that joined in and offered up their time to be a part of this. And then Feeding America, like Phil said, we're all in this together. And if we can think that first, then I think we're going to get through this a lot sooner. If we're thinking about ourselves first, then that probably won't go as quick. But that's the part of the beautiful game that I love. We're only as strong as our weakest link. So just make sure you're not the weakest link.
Oh, beautiful. Poetic as always, Jimmy. San Francisco, hop, skip, and a jump across to New York City for the final time, Melissa.
My gosh, I don't even have words after that. After Phil and Jimmy, I guess I'm going to third everything that they just said. It has been a great honor to be a part of this hosting team, of course, with you guys and with Mark as well. Thank you to La Liga, Uninterrupted, Women's ICC as well. I'll know there will be more fun things to come alongside this crew right here as well. And also, I'm just happy we're able to see this action take place, all for a great cause, and that's for donations, which, by the way, there's still time, my friends, to donate. So make sure you do so for the COVID-19 response for Feeding America. So muchísimas gracias a todos por darme esta gran oportunidad. Thank you guys for giving this opportunity. That's all I gotta say. And I usually sign out with deuces, but over to you, Kev.
I'm glad you didn't do it this time, Melissa. Right, though, the link is still there. Contribute if you've yet to do so. Any small amount is a beautiful thing. And look, we all hope you and yours stay safe, be smart, and we can get through COVID-19 together and hopefully see those superstars back out on the pitch, the field, the court very soon indeed. I'll echo your thoughts, guys, and thank everybody behind the scenes as well, from Uninterrupted, Women's ICC, La Liga, Relevant Sports, and everybody who was watching, and you guys contributing to the broadcast as well. It's been an absolute pleasure. But for the final time, we will say goodbye here, and hopefully, I mean this in the nicest possible way, we won't have to do this again. Hopefully we will see the back of COVID-19 soon. But it has been a joy to work with you guys, and take care, folks. We will have a good Sunday. I won't say we'll see you soon, but well done to all involved. Bye bye.